Here we go. NBA 2K16 versus NBA Live 16. Back with another one. And we got, this time, the Indiana Pacers. As a Bulls fan, you know, Pacers can't be my favorite team. But Paul George is my dog. PG-13. And there he is. Glad to see him coming back from that horrific injury and at top form. Not just like making it. He's at top form. Now this 2K render is good. Maybe could be a little bit darker. Could be a little bit darker, right? But then Live's render takes it a little bit too dark. And don't really, it looks like him, but I don't. I think the 2K render is definitely better. I'm gonna just tell y'all up front, this is not a good team for NBA Live. I'm just gonna let y'all know already. Here's George Hill. And this is really good. This is really good. George Hill, nobody has his new hair though, with the blonde little Cisco from Drew Hill thing jumping on. Nobody got that yet. Nobody has that. But this otherwise is really good. Matches the picture from last year. Really good. But now, Live's George Hill is also good. Really good. And as a matter of fact, I actually think that the face aspect of Live's George Hill is better. Only thing that messes Lives up is the neck. They love giving people fat necks, you know. So I just gotta say I don't know. I kind of feel like it's even because of the fat neck thing, but maybe Live gets the edge, right? You might give Live the edge. And here's Monte Ellis, killing it. This is one of my favorite players, really. Like I would say, like top 15 players. Like not because I say he's that good, because he is really good. But I just like the way Monte Ellis plays the game. You know, you don't hear a lot from him, but you might hear something from him once he see this render himself on NBA Live. What in the world? Who in the world? Why in the world? This is not Monte Ellis. What is this? That's just silly. That's just really silly, right? That's just silly. So even if we give Live George Hill, they down 2-1. CJ Miles looking like fat face Kyrie Irving. You like Kyrie Irving with a fat face, or a Sadiddy Kyrie Irving right here, like Kyrie Irving who think he all that and don't really talk to people he grew up with. Not saying he do that in real life, but this is the demeanor. This is the demeanor I see from CJ Miles right now. And CJ Miles, left-handed 3-point shooter, you know. Especially late in his last 2-3 years, he's gotten so supremely confident. I think he's a really good running mate for Paul George. They doing their thing in Indiana, playing fairly well this season. We had a little glimpse of Rodney Stuckey before it was time for Stuckey, but this might as well had it because Live must believe that CJ Miles look a little bit like Kyrie Irving, because this looked more like Kyrie Irving than it looked like CJ Miles, and that can't be right. That can't be right. I mean, it's not dreadful, but it absolutely, positively, without a question, is not as good as 2K. But here's Rodney Stuckey. We knew he was coming. 50 Cent. Rodney Stuckey. Blow it out, Rodney. Yes. He looked like he just took a jump shot and he ain't sure that was what he's supposed to do. He looked over like, Coach, we're supposed to be practicing jumpers. Oh, you said layup line. I thought we were shooting jumpers. I thought you said layup line. No bad. My bad. Now, see, I told y'all up front that this was not a good team for Live. I told you. Because this right here is dreadful. I have no idea what in the devil that is. That don't even capture the spirit of Rodney Stuckey. And Solomon Hill is up. Solomon Hill looked like an angry African dictator. Yeah, now he look like a distraught parent because they keep having to go up to the school for his kid. What you done did now, Donald? You're always in trouble. So you do right by me. Everything you do. This is Solomon Hill. Not really. This ain't really Solomon Hill. I don't know. I mean, it ain't, like I said, it ain't horrible, but it certainly ain't good. it ain't good, especially not compared to that anguish-filled but very accurate render of him on 2K. He too light right here. I think the beard is definitely not right, and just overall, he don't look weathered. Solomon Hill looks weathered. Like he's been through some tough times. Shane Whittington, looking like Kenneth Branagh, Sir Kenneth Branagh. My man look like he been knighted, don't he? This ain't bad though. This ain't bad. This is not too bad, and it's really I'm impressed with how close to the hair color 2K came, because they mess up white folk hair color in a minute on this game. I'm trying to tell you, they ain't gonna get it right. They ain't gonna get it right. No. This look like somebody who tried out for The Bachelor or something and didn't make it, but it sure ain't Shane Whittington. It ain't. So I don't know. I'm very sorry that y'all came up very woefully short on Shane. Chase Budinger. I don't know. This might be 2K's best team for white people renders, because they coming up pretty decent. Even though I think his hair got a little bit of dab of redness in it, but it's still good. Still really good. Y'all know he's was like a really, really good beach volleyball player. He is. He was. And apparently Live didn't know nothing about him being at the beach. Are you serious? Worst ever. Worst ever. Worst ever. What in the what? His eyes ain't even. He ain't got no facial hair. He pale as the bottom of Sheamus's foot. And look at his face. He like he has emotional issues. This is not right. This is totally uncalled for. Ian Mahimi, he looking at that picture, Chase Budinger right now. That's why he looks so confused. And also, he must be on the free throw line, because my man is like a negative 5% free throw shooter. He really is. It's troubling. Look at him here. He looked like he just walked away from a group of people who were trying to bully him with words. And he feels like he finally stood up for himself. And he's walking away a little bit hurt, but proud of himself that he stood up to the onslaught. And also he had a pack of donuts, which is why he got this white look and stuff all around his face. I don't know, but it ain't bad. This ain't a horrible render. It's not better than 2K's, but it's still one of the best ones that Live has on the Pacers. It ain't but yeah, it ain't special. Lavoie Allen. You know what? All you need is a southern grandmama to call his name to really know how you really supposed to pronounce it. Lavoie. Sound too much like somebody saying Lavoie. But Lavoie. This is a good render though. He got that puggy pug nose kind of thing. Y'all remember it was some kind of supermodel he asked out on social media or something. I can't remember who he was talking to. But on social media, on Twitter, Lavoie Allen got on Twitter and asked somebody out. I forgot who it was. This loosely based on Lavoie here. This is kind of Lavoie, but not Lavoie. No, this ain't him. Complexion is wrong. His eyes is too big. Nose ain't got enough of the pug on it. So yeah, Jordan Hill, my man, the Mad Lion. Boy, the 2K version, he had a lining out this world like that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that, the way the line come down out from under the headband. He got it popping. This is really good render. His facially, he like a cleaned up version of J.I. Smith. J.I. Smith before the neck tattoos and little one. But NBA Donovan McNabb? Did y'all think we don't know or we forgot who Donovan McNabb is? Why y'all pull a old Donovan McNabb scan off and say this gonna be Jordan Hill? Cause that is Donovan McNabb. That ain't none of no Jordan Hill. That is the Eagles and Washington quarterback. That's who that is. Syracuse. That's that. Look at that. Tell me that ain't. Look at Donovan McNabb. You tell me that ain't Donovan McNabb. You know it is. Joseph Young. I know a lot of people probably want to call him, like, it would have been a really cool name to have his name be Mighty Joe Young, but when nobody white would have been able to say his nickname without losing their job. So that's why that didn't work out. But it would have been a cool nickname. And iPod King Carter is back reprising his role in NBA Live. This time he is Mighty. See, I almost said it. This time he is Joseph Young. Joseph Young, I don't know. I keep saying it. I am unclear as to why Live don't give a little bit more effort into making. He don't know either. Glenn Robinson third on it. Why they don't give a little bit more effort in making the people that they don't have scanned look like somebody instead of just grabbing from a pool of randoms? I don't know. Glenn Robinson III looks excellent in 2K. Really good. Can't really complain. I don't understand. I struggle to figure out how come he is not more of an impact player. Because he got all the athleticism. He's a good medium range shooter, decent three-point shooter. He can handle the ball. You know? I don't know. Oh, God. Marvin Sapp? Never would have made it. You got old gospel singers in here talking about this is Glenn Robinson III. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on with this, but this ain't right. That ain't right. Miles Turner, rookie, came out good. Came out real good. But you know what? I've been looking at this for a while. I don't use them that much, but I use them on the guys who are not on the active roster. But on 2K, when you go into the edit player, you can go down here to signature and look at the different, look at these dudes like with the different emotions. What? Yeah, you change it to intense, right? Some of it is hilarious, but you ain't seen nothing till you go down here and have them chew gum. Why? Who chews like that? If somebody chew like that, they gonna take you to the doctor and see if something wrong with your mandible. I don't understand what's going on. But look, Live with a rookie, an accurately rendered rookie. I think Live has almost cleaned up their rookie class for the most part. At least the especially the bigger name guys, because this one is really good. So better late than never, I suppose. Right? Then we got Rakeem Christmas. Rakeem Christmas look like my uncle. He do. He look like my uncle. This is a good render though. This is a good one. Not too bad at all. He yelling. He getting his yell on. And now he's what? That's got to be what you saying. I can't think of what else they would be saying outside of what. It's that but then here comes the chew. Now this is a normal chew. Even though he just went a little weird with it there. But it's more normal. And then Rakeem Christmas on Live is super textured. Really, they do. They catch every blemish, everything. He looked like Dale Davis, old Indiana Pacers. This is the Pacers. But old Indiana Pacers power forward Dale Davis. But came out decent. Like I said, they're hooking up the rookie game. And it's coming out all right. But that's this episode of 2K16 versus Live 16. I appreciate y'all watching. God bless. Peace.